Okay, the way the money flow works is if the employee is eligible for the subsidy, they will pay their 35% of the health premium. Once they do that, that then requires you as the employer for all those qualified beneficiaries to then put in your 65% of this premium. So the employer has a responsibility to make that initial that premium payment to the COBRA administrator or to the health plan. So the employee pays their money. You're then required to pay the 65%. So where does the subsidy come in? How do I get my money back if I've paid that 65%? Well, it comes in through your payroll taxes, your Form 941. This form was changed within the last 3 weeks to add line 12A, which is where you are going to recoup the money that you've paid out for that premium subsidy. Okay? I realize it could potentially present cash flow issues for you. Whenever that premium is received from the employee, you as the employer must go ahead and remit that 65% at that time. And then you're going to recapture your savings through this payroll tax credit. And additionally, there are a number of paperwork requirements. Why is this man smiling? He probably won't ever be affected by COBRA because he's in charge of all the paperwork. You've got to keep records of the notice to employees regarding this payment. You've got to show proof that you made that payment to the insurance carrier. You've got to note all the individuals who were eligible for the subsidy with their Social Security numbers. And then you also have to make an attestation that the person was involuntarily terminated, because that's the key language that makes them qualified for the subsidy. So lots of paperwork requirements that you must keep with this. There's lots of help available to you. Obviously, professional firms like ours at Landrum and Mort's firm at Sullivan are there to help you. There's also a number of online resources available to you. The Department of Labor has an extensive site that details all of this work, along with copies of forms that you're required to keep. The Internal Revenue Service also has devoted part of their website to this work. Your handout has links to all of this material online about that. You can get, as I said, you can get sample notices that must go out to the employees, as well as sample tax forms that you need to complete. But I think the key message here is that you've got this April 17th date looming out ahead of you. You must notice anybody who was terminated, again, regardless of the reason for the termination. Everybody who was terminated from September 1st, 2008 up until today must be noticed about this new change in the COBRA law. And that must be completed by April the 18th, actually.